Good morning.
Good morning. We are walking away from Jack's Bridge and we are aiming to get to Cowling today, which is about 15 miles.
Yeah.
All good?
All good, yeah.
Ready?
Very good, yeah. My pack's quite light, which is nice, even full of water. Yeah, good one.
Onwards and upwards.
Do
we need anything from Maze?
No, we don't need anything from those. We've got everything we need.
No more sweeties?
We've got sweeties,
Okay.
we've got a pasty, got a sausage roll, we've got an apple. So I think we're good.
We're stocked up, ready to go.
We are.
See you later, Jack's Bridge. We have to dive up this little alleyway to get back on the Pennine Way.
This is the Pennine Way. Yeah.
We've got a nice little climb to start the day. Get the heart pumping, wake the legs up. Tell us what you just said about Wainwright.
Oh, in the Cicerone book he talks about having a short, sharp, steep climb up. So he gets to the top quicker rather than a long, windy, slopey up.
Right, and that's what we've just done.
Yeah,
It's only 100 metres according to my watch, but we seem to be on the top of something. So here we go. Why, thank you very much. Hopefully we won't need it, but it's always good to have a bit of good luck. There we go, this is our way. Rolling hills. Doesn't look like there's many massive climbs today. First 2 days could break you. Third day was okay.
Nice. Big climb out of Ebden Bridge, but otherwise.
And today, having read the book, finally reading the book last night, today should be similar to day 3. So days 3 and 4, not too bad. But I'll let you know at the end of the day.
I love it when we get to a point where you can see all around us. So we've got Stoodley Pike there in the distance, and then roving hills all around.
We've just reached a nice flagstone path way. If I go around, there's the sun behind us, and that's it. Back to the view of Stoodley Pike. Day 4 of really appreciating the flagstones. And this place is fairly rugged and wild and boggy. Nowhere to wild camp. And I don't know how long this would take without these flagstones. You'd be hacking your way across bog. Good morning. That's about 3 miles in today's walk. We're coming down to a couple of bridges that's going to help us cross this ravine or stream. In between the two bridges at Clough Foot, that is a cool camp spot there, hidden from everyone. There's the second bridge, there's the tree at Clough Foot tree, and there's the second bridge. Crossing the second bridge at Clough Foot. The pines on these trees smell really great and fresh. There's something you don't see every day, a dead bird and one boot. And we're gonna sit somewhere by the reservoir and have a little break ski. Nice little walkway. Reservoir to your left. Hot chocolate break. And apparently, if you look carefully, there are fish jumping down there where the water's coming out of the wall. So we walk along this reservoir, then there's a second reservoir, is that right?
That's correct.
And then we climb up to Withings Heights.
So beyond there is lower Walshaw Reservoir.
We're climbing up a long gradual ascent on these slabs up to Withings Heights. Moors all around us. So we have just walked across Withings Heights and we're about to come to an abandoned house now called Top Withings. Lisa! It's me, it's Neil. What's this house famous for?
It's famous for Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte.
Oh, that'll be why, in that case, there's so many people stood around it.
Yeah.
Top tourist attraction on the Pennine Way. It's a bit slopey, but you could camp here. I would. I'd have my feet going down in a little bit and I'd have them propped up on my bag. Inside the Bronte House there is this interesting little thing about the Pennine Way, which tells you, what does it tell us?
Well, when you're in Edale and Crowden, you're in the Peak District and the South Pennines. And then just before Gargrave, all the way to just after Keld, you're in the Yorkshire Dales. Then we move into the North Pennines. And then just before Slaggyford, love that name, we're in Northumberland, all the way up to Kirk Yethome.
Around this side of the house, there is an outbuilding here. And there are a couple of benches inside it that you could put your roll mat on and sleep in. It's a bit damp, but that would be an interesting night's kit, bit like a bothy. We're walking away from Top Withings or Wuthering Heights and we're walking towards Pondon Hall,
Which is the inspiration for Thrushcross Grange in Wuthering Heights.
Oh, very good. So we've gone a bit wrong. Shows where we are.
Well, we're here now.
Yeah.
We should have turned left here, but at the gate where we looked, there was no sign saying Pennine Way. So we've carried on, got to about here, realised we're wrong, and come back here. So now we're going to see if we can get across here.
Because there's a sign that says Buckley on the map.
Yeah.
And this signpost here says Buckley. So we'll get back on our way this way to Buckley. Looking down on Pondon Mill Reservoir. This is Pondon Reservoir. And the Pennine Way runs along it that way. We've just come off looking for Pondon Mill Pop-Up Cafe. Oh, this is Pondon Hall. Well, we didn't find the pop-up cafe and we've walked up the hill. We've walked along Pondon Reservoir. We're just outside Pondon Mill. There's Chris there. He's walking the Pennine Way. Hi Chris. There's Lisa. We're just going to sit on this stone step thing and cook our dinner.
I've got a pasty from the wonderful May.
Ah.
Oh, and May has the best tap water. Comes directly down from the moor, and
awesome.
A little run-off. It's not in a tap, it just comes out the wall.
Oh.
And it is beautiful.
Didn't know that. Well, that's a good tip for hikers. Yeah. Nice one. We're just walking alongside Pondon Reservoir. I like these old stone steps over the wall.
Not meant for little legs.
What a beautiful sign telling us the way. It's a long, slow, steady, gradual ascent up into the hills. And just past Old Bees, we're on Bear Hill. We've walked to the end of this wall. Along this path, there's another path that meets to the right there, and I would say that would make a good camping spot there. It's quite windy. Right, our way, this way. So far, it's a nice steady descent into Cowling. There's piles of peat drying out there, and then I guess that will burn in that grouse butt and keep people warm in there. I've just learnt that term from Chris. Looking at the front of this grouse butt, it would make a great bothy, and although it's a little bit slopey, the ground in front of it would be good for camping. There's several of these cool little huts dotted around here. There's one over there, one down there. They've all got chimneys. They're real cosy at night. Well, I often say, why don't they do something with these old stone buildings? And look, they are. This is where we're going, Winter House Barn camping, and that is the little village of Cowling. We're walking down this busy road. We're just coming to the campsite. We've done 15.5 miles, which is long enough to be tough, but not too tough to be laborious. So here it is, Winter House Barn camping. Well, we're in Cowling. We've pitched our tent and we've walked down to the Pinnacle Bar and Bistro, where I'm going to have fish and chips, Lisa's going to have soup of the day, and then we're going to walk back to the campsite. Looks like a nice place, friendly staff, looking good. In? Yeah. Yep. Cheers. 15.5 mile day.
Cheers.
Cool. 4th day done.
I know, 4 days.
Just finding our hiking legs. We've got some 20-mile days coming up. Have you?
No, I'm joking.
Tomorrow's Malham Cove.
Cheers. Lovely jubbly.
I something like that, and this is where I can make the normal bits, but I make the barbecue sauce base and all that.
This is the campsite at Cowling. There's a little area at the bottom of the field. That's our tent. Sorted. There's Chris chilling out by his tent. A couple of other guys here. Right, time to have a quick shower, get into bed.
Starting the day, setting off from Jack's Bridge. The start is a gradual hill up the road before turning off onto an overgrown single track. This is a Wainwright heaven, short, sharp, steep track to the top, which gets you there quicker, gets you to the views. There's a small section of grass before great flagstones all the way through Heptonstall Moor. It's just spectacular, beautiful. And then you come down towards another spectacular little area there. You can just see there's 2 tiny bridges, and this is quite a nice grassed area, but it doesn't show it on the map, with some gorgeous trees and a few camp spots. And then it's just a short section of road walking before reaching lower Walshaw Reservoir and walking around middle Walshaw Reservoir. And then we come to a lovely flagged gradual up towards Top Withings. Top Withings is the famous Bronte House, where you can find a small bothy and some camping spots. A nice flagged path all the way down. We did come off track a little bit here, but then soon realised and picked it back up, and walked towards Buckley, picked back up the Pennine Way, before a little bit of a road walk around Pondon Mill and Reservoir, and then a lovely grassy section up to Bear Hill. It's a spectacular day. From Bear Hill, it's been a mixture of grass and flagstones, and grass and flagstones, all the way across Iconshaw Moor, and then down to the road and into Cowling, where we have our camp spot at Winter House Barn Camping. Basic but great.